and skin. I mean, you saw the guy cut through his arms in 127 hours. It took a long time.
Well, you sold me, Meg. I was complaining about it. Now I got nothing to complain about. Now, how fast is Seong Kyung when she's running? I mean, she's along the way pretty good, and she books it. She's almost faster than the dad.
Yeah, I mean, well, wouldn't you be? You have a baby, and
she has to put up with her husband, who's kind of a tough guy. She has to be tough.
He probably trains her.
Yeah, so she's tough. She makes it like and then it's just two people left on there. They get to Busan. The daughter starts singing. She finishes her song. And they live. Well,
so the death of the dad, I thought it was truly poignant and really well played because he gets bitten on the hand by Jerky CEO, right? Yeah. That's who does it. And I think they are very smart to focus on the bite the whole time. The little girl is yelling and crying, and he's crying and just sobbing, and he's a different person than he was at the beginning of the movie. He went on a literal trip. But the camera only focuses on the bite. Mm-hmm. And it makes it much more, it's really selling it to me as a viewer, because I'm seeing, I know that bite means in moments he's going to be infected and just an absolute mess. Yep. So I think it's smart for them to focus on the bite, because you're not focused on the emotion as much. You're not like, oh, well, maybe he should go with her and convince himself and make a bad decision. You just know what's coming by them focusing on the bite the whole time.
And you just know it's game over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, I remember what he called them. So, our badass with the scarf, Don Lee, he's like, hey, you asshole, come here. So, at the end, he just learns not to be an asshole anymore. He finishes his job. He saves his daughter.
He wants her to have a life.
Like a selfish guy wouldn't do that. He kind of sacrifices himself.
I've got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
About the dad.
Yeah.
Do you think, because we talk about him being an asshole and his growth, do you think he was just doing his duty? Was he actually a bad dad? Because it seemed that he had feelings about... Remember there was a conversation...
Don Lee. When Don Lee's like, you work all the time to provide for your daughter, but you're looked at as the villain.
Yeah. Do you think he just thought he was doing the right thing? I mean, maybe he could have been more...
attentive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a stock phrase that we're just using because everyone says that about him in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a hard worker. He's probably... You know, I hate when people say this, I was doing the best I can. He's an absentee father.
Yeah.
But I think he probably just works all the time. He's trying to work his way up, give his kid a better life. He seems dedicated a lot. He's kind of rude to his mom in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just an overworked punk.
He does get her a present.
Yeah.
It's the same present she already got, but...
I'll take 2 Wiis. You can play Mario Kart with 2 hands.
There you go.
I'll take that. Now, one thing we didn't talk about is I love the news reports where it shows the people dropping from helicopters, and then they get up and just start killing people.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's a nightmare fuel right there. Yeah. I would not want that. But I don't know. You want to do something real quick?
What's that?
Also, I just want to say, I really love the piano score in this. I think it builds. I think it does a really good job. I don't know if you paid attention to that.
I did not pay. I was so stressed out by watching the movie and reading the dialogue and just everything. I did not notice the score.
I mean, it does a really good job of kind of building the tension. And it's classy, too. It's a classy little...
Love a classy score.
Now, this movie made close to $93 million worldwide.
That's a serious return.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Like, this is a movie that deserves it. On a let's just say, you know, in our concern, an $8.5 million budget, it brought in 92.6. That's cool. And it was like a big movie in Korea. It was big overseas. It didn't really hit too big here, but it sold a lot on demand. And it's, you know, right now it's free to watch. And everyone's writing, watch Train to Busan for free on Vudu. So there's places where you don't even need to pay to watch this movie now.
What else is it on streaming?
Well, it's on Netflix. I think it might be on Shudder, but it's free. It might be on Tubi. Like, it's free. So I think a lot of people have it. Yeah. So I think, you know, there's no reason not to watch it. I have something for us now.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this?
I don't know.
It's a surprise.
What is it?
We're going to do a draft.
Okay.
And we're going to put on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook.
All right.
And this draft is going to be about movies that take place mostly on trains.
Okay.
All right.
I can do this.
So we're going to go... All right, Megan, pick a number between 1 or 2. Pick 1 or 2.
2.
2? All right. That's the number I always pick, so you get to go first.
Oh, yeah.
I only ever pick 2. I'm waiting for the day that someone psychs himself out and picks 1. So, Meg, you get to pick the first movie that takes place on a train. Mostly on a train.
Oh, man. Do I do the bad thing and pick Train to Busan, or do I pick something else?
Oh, that's tough.
You know what? Because I know there's another movie that you're probably going to pick. I'm going to pick that one instead.
Oh, man.
Snowpiercer.
Oh, no! Why would you do that?
Because I live with you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go Train to Busan. I love Snowpiercer.
That's fair. That's
I went to
totally
go watch
fair.
that movie in a almost an empty theater. I went to Phipps, Meg. I went to Pretentious Buckhead and watched it by myself, Snowpiercer, and raved about it.
Yeah, you did.
I love that movie.
I think I introduced it to my mom and she liked it.
Really? That's
I believe so.
That's one of the first movies.
One
we
of
ever
those
talked about
times
on
when you
this
were
podcast.
traveling for podcasts or events or something.
Hello. All right, Meg. What's your second pick?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Trans-Siberian.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That was really messed up.
Yeah, we like that one a lot. That was a good movie. Well, I'm gonna go Source Code.
Oh man, I have that down here too. Shoot.
I love that movie. All right, what are you gonna do?
Okay, can I ask a question to see if there's a movie that counts?
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go with From Russia with Love.
I'll give it to you. There's a lot of train on that.
I know. Some of the greatest train fighting.
I wish they spent more time on a train and Euro trip.
Miss Scoozy.
Excuse me. Oh, Unstoppable. I'm picking that for my third pick. That's a very good movie.
I'm gonna do something that you might get mad at me for.
What?
Darjeeling Limited.
Evil. My favorite director. I didn't even pick it. Man, I get too crazy with these things. Oh, well, I'll just do the Hitchcock classic, Strangers on a Train.
There you go.
Some good train movies.
I'm realizing now this is my stock phrase that I use for everything. There you go. So,
There you go.
count. It's a new drinking game. Count the amount of times I say
There
that.
you go. All right, Meg. Last one.
Can I ask a question to see if one qualifies?
Sure.
Because otherwise I have another one.
Before sunrise, they're on a train.
I was just going to say Before Sunrise. Does that count?
That's the beginning. That's the
It's
beginning.
not
Then they
enough,
walk
right?
around,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. The Commuter.
Oh, I love that movie.
I know. It's so fun.
Yeah. The P-Dubs and Vera Farmiga. Can't go wrong with that. Well, and Liam Neeson.
And the Neesons.
And the Neesons. Oh, look at there's the Midnight Meat Train. There's Terror Train. There's 3:10 to Yuma, but they're never on. They're going to the train, but they're not exactly on the train.
There's the episode of Doctor Who where they're on a train.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there's two.
You didn't pick Polar Express, Meg. I'm really surprised.
Well, I had all these other good ones.
Oh, gosh. All right, so I gotta find one here.
There's Murder on the Orient Express. There's Girl on a Train. There's
All right, I got
so many movies.
All right, let's see. I don't want to do Murder on the. I guess I could do the original Murder on the Orient Express. That's a good one. But I'm not going to do it, Meg. I'm going to go crazy.
Go crazy.
And I'm going to do The General by Buster Keaton because it has some of the greatest train gags ever put on screen.
Okay.
Remember the scene where Buster Keaton is on the front of the train kicking stuff out of the way?
I do not, but was the good and the bad and the ugly mostly on a train?
But yeah, watch.
No, not the ugly, and the good, the bad, and the weird.
There's more train.
Okay.
But watch, Meg. Watch clips from The General with Buster Keaton. Blow your mind. Your mind will explode.
I don't want my mind to explode.
Fair enough.
What about the Great Train Robbery?
Well, there's some really good. Yeah, there's some good ones. There's a really great one with John Voight. I mean, we missed a lot, but I'm happy.
I'm very proud of my squad.
I'm mad with your squad.
That's fine.
You picked
I
Darjeeling
came
Limited.
prepared.
I hate it.
See, I know you and your whole thing about polls and drafts. I prepped.
All right, so go to Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook. The day after this is released, I'll put the poll up. So go on there to vote for Megan or myself.
Go on there to vote for Megan.
Final thoughts about this movie?
Oh, you go first. I'm sure I have a thing written down here. I just have to find it.
I know a lot of people are throwing around the term greatest zombie movie ever. And do I think that it's on level with Dawn of the Dead, some of the classics? No, but I think it is one of the best zombie movies.
Gasp.
Trust me. I think it's one of the best zombie movies ever made. I'll say it. I think it belongs on one of the kind of Mount Rushmore of zombie films. I think it's inventive, it's urgent, it moves, it's creative, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I guess if I had to rank my favorite zombie films, it would be, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, 28 Days Later, and then we have, I love 28 Weeks Later.
I love World War Z. I think it's fun.
This would be maybe number 5 for me. I would say 5 or 6. But I mean, there's a lot of zombie movies, and I've watched a lot of zombie movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun that we've gotten to a point, like we mentioned earlier, that there's so many different zombie types of origins. There's so many, just zombie physicalities, or do they eat brains? Do they eat food? Do they eat blood? What happens? Do they eat it all?
Life After Beth.
Oh, that's right.
Plaza.
That was a crazy one. What about, oh, shoot. I didn't pick the Jim Jarmusch.
Wait, the Jim Jarmusch
movie.
What, Only Lovers Left Alive?
No, the zombie one.
The Dead Don't Die?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Oh, crap.
That's one of my favorites. Can we go back? Those are my favorite scary zombies. Because they're not scary at all.
Coffee.
iPads.
Ghouls.
Oh man, can we
are there wild animal? Are there wild animal attacks? But that's not on a train. We just a train.
Oh, that's right. Zombies. Darn it. We
need
to do a zombie draft.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do it. Me and you.
Right now.
Characters? Zombie characters from zombie movies. Draft. Me and you. And we'll do a full episode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Me and you.
All right.
What do you think?
Sure.
Or we could talk about 28 Days Later, or Life After Beth, or The Dead Don't Die, and we can do one then.
Okay.
Sold. We'll do a zombie series. How's that?
Yes.
All right, that sounds good. So for me...
Wait, my final thought.
Oh, sorry.
My final thought is just remember, when you watch this movie, baseball team equals baseball bats.
I love that. So whenever we travel, we need to see who's on the train first and find the safest one. We need to scope
out the luggage.
Yeah, and see what's there.
For our options.
We've been on those big trains.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time when we stuffed your dad behind all the luggage? He would have been safe.
Yeah.
He either would have been screwed or safe.
There's a picture of that somewhere. It's very funny.
They would have run by him and not seen him.
3 suitcases blocking him in.
He loved it. He was like, I'm on my own. I've been with you guys for like a week.
He's like, I got a whole extra seat here.
This is quiet time for me. I don't have to be by you guys. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Meg.
Anytime. All
right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Meg, wears a scarf while killing zombies. Hoffmeyer, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.